All right, let me get back in there, y'all. I'm puzzled. I'm bothered. I was having a great day, but today, well, I was having a good morning, even though I was late. I was having a good morning, but now I'm kind of like pissed off right now. Yesterday, my coworker had a minor accident where a lot of shit went on, and he's kind of fucking me up today. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of fucking me up because I done went to one place. He can't do the deliveries because he had to go take a drug test and they gotta wait for shit to come back. And I'm the only motherfucking delivery guy that can do the deliveries right now. And all the fucking shit that's on his fucking deliveries, he got me all fucked up. He know he couldn't do the fucking deliveries, and everything he had is still on his fucking truck. So I'm thinking he got everything loaded up, ready for my shit, and I'm over here fucking getting these places, I ain't got shit. So I'm getting pissed off. Let me calm down because it is Thursday, it's almost Friday. But like I was about to get back in there and speak on, I was about to say, some people in this life, in life in general, wants to be accepted. They do a lot of things to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? I'm so puzzled right now because I'm pissed off that I couldn't do this delivery real quick. Yo, when I work, I try to get to work early. I try to get all my shit done early. I try to make sure I get my motherfucking work done. I ain't trying to be on no late shit. I was late this morning. I ain't trying to be on no delayed. I ain't trying to be no nothing. Even if I'm late, I still don't want to be delayed. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it. And then I'm gonna get back to the accepted shit because my mind is on this motherfucking this work shit right now. Understandable that a motherfucker thinking he about to lose his job. I shouldn't have to fucking suffer because you think you about to fucking lose your job. God damn, you got me twisted up in the motherfucking mind right now. Now, a lot of people want to be accepted. A lot of fucking people want to be accepted. And that's on anything in life that they do. You know what I'm saying? Even if you grew up in a neighborhood where a lot of motherfuckers, you see a lot of motherfuckers getting more love than you or woo-de-woo. A lot of motherfuckers be feeling like they want to be accepted. Don't ever feel like Don't ever feel that you have to be accepted around people. Always do your own thing. Always get out there on your own. Always grind. Always get it. You know what I'm saying? Always stand on your own too. If you know what I'm saying. You got 10 toes like everybody else got 10 toes. You got 2 feet like everybody else got 2 feet. Unless you was born that way or you was in an accident where you lost all your legs and feet and shit like that, or you went through some type of life situation where you had diabetes and they had to take limbs from you, something like that. You know what I mean? But stop waiting on people to accept you and accept yourself. Get out there and get it on your own. Man, this shit used to jump down here when I used to be out this bitch, boy. I'm downtown on Mill, man, in Mesa, downtown on Mill. This shit used to jump. If anybody out here in Arizona, I used to love coming down here 8, 9 years ago, 10 years ago. I used to love coming down here, promoting and doing all type of shit at night. They had the club on the rocks. Used to jump. think I performed down here one time. Yeah, I performed on the rocks on one time. But getting away from what I'm talking about, getting accepted or trying to be accepted around your peers and around people that you think are higher or people that people look at as people that's in the light. You know what I'm saying? You want to be accepted by those type of people. Oh, he gave me the middle finger. Stop waiting to be accepted, and like I said, go out there and get it on your own, man. Don't let nobody hinder don't let nobody hinder what you trying to do in life. Stop trying to, I mean, because I look at a lot of people online, and I see a lot of people online, and Fat Tuesdays, me and my wife ain't been here in a minute. I see a lot of people online that do shit to be accepted. I see a lot of people in life in general do things to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people do hits, do murders, do some. Well, I can't say hits because a hit is a person that's doing something. It could be for money, it could be for something else. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But certain individuals in life, they do things not to make themselves I don't know. I'm really like, because I'm trying to break the exception down of people trying to be accepted, and my mind is going blank because I'm still thinking about this shit at work. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, stop waiting to be accepted, man, and go out there and get it on your own, man. You know what I mean? You have just as much life as anybody else have, and you should be out there grinding, doing what you need to do. Grinding, doing what you need to do, and come on, sir. Grinding, doing what you need to do. What the fuck is this damn card? Grinding, doing what you need to do, and trying to make yourself known, instead of waiting on people to accept you or notice you. You know what I'm saying? And make yourself noticeable, instead of having somebody else waiting on you to be noticed. Or stop trying to live in somebody else's light. My bad. Stop trying to live in somebody else's light. Same as the shadow. Stop trying to shadow behind a lot of these people. Because living in somebody else's light don't do nothing but make you blinded. You know what I'm saying? So if you living in somebody else's light, that means you have no life. All you know is what they know. I mean, it's just like it kind of reminds you of if y'all ever watched the James Brown movie. You know, he had the dude that helped him blow up, woo-de-woo, and he was was basically in the shadow of James Brown. And I'm not going to say James Brown used him. I'm not going to say James Brown did anything. But in all reality, what James Brown did was this man basically was nobody for real. You know what I'm saying? James was the man, and that man was just a man that was living in the man's shadow. You know, there's a lot of things that I can be talking. There's a lot of things that I can break down and I can put in perspective. It's like everything. If you see somebody have a big following, don't try to follow their following. Create your own. Because one man or one woman's following could be detrimental to you, or detrimental, however you want to say that shit. I'm using big words. Sometimes, you know, I fuck up big words, but I understand them. Because, you know, you trying to have somebody else following can tarnish your following. You see what I'm saying? Create your own following. And the reason why I'm saying that, because when my mom, man, when we grew up, you know, we lived in a lot of project buildings, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mama. She did all she could for raising 5 of her own, as well as raising damn near everybody else, nieces, nephews, cousins, and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? My mom used to have this, and I still have it to this day. A lot of stuff my mom had in these project buildings and houses that we lived in. My mom, she bought her first house. I think she was in her 40s when she bought her first house, 30s or 40s. Shout out to my mom. You know, everybody goes through something in life. And I was so proud of my mom when she bought her first house, because out of all the moving around we did, you know, living in project buildings, I stayed in the projects from 80 something till, I'm gonna say I lived in the projects from the time I was born till about I can't say 14. I stayed in project buildings from the time I was born to about 93, 94. So we lived in the projects for a long time. And some things went down when my brother got locked up. A lot of hating was going on from people around us. They was calling landlords and Metropolitan, you know what I'm saying? Metropolitan. And if y'all don't know what Metropolitan is, that's a Cincinnati housing unit, which got us evicted from the projects. You know, we lived in the projects for a very long time, and I learned a lot from the projects. And that's Wanna Hill Seti Coon projects, you dig? I learned a lot from them projects, you know what I'm saying? I learned a lot. Even after we moved out of the projects to the west side, I learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? I was on the west side of town, didn't know nobody, met a lot of good people, met a lot of young people in my age bracket, you know what I'm saying, or a little bit older than me. You know what I mean? That's where I first got put on with my first 3 grams. You know what I'm saying? I got put on with my first 3 grams out on the west side on Brackenwoods. You know what I'm saying? I got put on with my first 3 grams, and I didn't know how to move it. I was young. I'm on the west side. I don't know nothing about the west side. I mean, I knew about the east side because I was young and I seen the dope fiends. I seen all this shit. You know what I'm saying? We used to be young, you know, we seen dope boys doing their thing. We used to also create our own fake dope. You know what I'm saying? Because we was young, we didn't have money to buy real dope. Not saying that we moved it, but we was just creatures of our environment. You know what I'm saying? So we was basically trying to, like, man, we can sell this right now and make some money. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have no money to buy no real drugs when we was young. You know what I mean? So, and that's before I was like, I'ma say before I even got put on with them 3 grams that homie put me on in Brackenwoods. That was the first time that was the second time I touched dope. You know what I'm saying? My brother had a pack when he got locked up. He also had a gun. I made a song about it. I put it in one of my verses. That's the first time I shot a gun. I was 9 years old when I first shot I don't know what type of caliber gun it was, but it was silver. It had a white handle on it. I think it had a white handle on it. Nah. Whatever it was, my brother had it in a speaker. And he knows this, and I know it's true. He knows it. My sister was in her room. My mom had a 4-bedroom apartment in the projects. My mama, me, Joe. My mama, me, Joe, Johnny, Nug, Tasha. So my mama, me, Nug, Tasha. Okay, yeah, 4-bedroom apartment in the projects. I had to make sure it wasn't 5. 4-bedroom apartment in the projects, and this Seti Coon projects. You know what I mean? Mathers Avenue. That we stayed on. We stayed on Walters and Mathers. I mean, we went from a 3 to a 4. When my mama had more children, you know what I'm saying? So, and upstairs, downstairs shit. Beautiful apartments. I mean, that we seen growing up. You know what I mean? Until the Circle had blew up. You know what I'm saying? Now, the Circle blew up. They made the apartments in the Circle look beautiful than ours. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers had showers and different closets and all type of shit. They did their biggest on that one. You know what I'm saying? So, what I want to say, the first time I touched dope was when I found a pack. I found a pack in my brother. I think I found nah. So I think the first time I touched dope was when I moved to Brackenwoods. When we stayed in the projects, and, you know, after my little accident who I had, and around my little crew, you know what I mean, we was making fleece. We used to also buy beaties and shit like that, and, you know what I mean, like, come up, shout out the shit. You can buy a Reynolds Wrap blunt that shit already created. Shout out the shit, you know what I'm saying? We was young, we was doing young shit because we thought we was grown. You know what I mean? That's what happens when you in a household with only a mother. And I can't say with only a mother, because some people do that shit when they have the mother and father in the household. So there's a lot of shit that goes on in people's lives, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna stray away from what I'm telling y'all. I forgot where I was going, because I was just trying to think about a lot of shit. I had a lot of things in my life, but like I said, the first time I touched dope, I was a young man. I didn't know how to move it. And my second time touching dope, I touched the ball. If y'all don't know what a ball is, you ain't never been no hustler. Shout out to my brother again. I know he was pissed, but he never knew that I went in his room and stole a ball of dope. You know what I'm saying? An 8 ball of dope. And shout out to my dog Mo5, man. Mo5. I just met these guys in Avondale because we moved from the west side, because my mama got into it with the landlord because he was doing bullshit. There's a lot of shit going on in my mom's my life, my mom's situation and all that shit. So we moved around a lot. But like I said, when I moved out those projects and then I went to the west side, I also had my first gun on the west side. I was the first crazy young nigga running around the west side, and we only stayed on the west side for 6 months. Tops. I was still coming to the east side because I had to catch the yellow bus, and the yellow bus picked me up and took me to the east side. Because I still went to school on the east side, which I went to Parham. I went to Windsor, which I graduated from Windsor. Shout out to Windsor. And so I was a young little crazy nigga. Shout out to my brother LB. My little brother LB was the craziest, you know what I'm saying? He was crazy. That's where I first got my first gun from. We moved from the hood. LB showed me where he hid his gun. And being that I'm like, shit, I don't know if I'm gonna be safe around here, so I stole a gun from LB. I don't know who the LB got the gun from. I stole the gun from LB and moved to the west side with it. Long down the line after that, you know, I hid the gun. I had my brother BB gun. I had the real gun, which was a 32 silver, white grip handle. Was it 32 or 22? It was one of them motherfuckers. I think it was a 22, I think. I said a 32. It was 22. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was well over 30 years ago. So, you know what I'm saying? Or yeah, it was well over 20 years ago. I'm gonna say that. Well over 20 something years ago. So, I don't know what the fuck it was. I don't even know if they make 32s. I don't know what the fuck type of gun that motherfucker was. But whatever it was chrome and it had a white handle on it. Shout out to LB, man. My little brother, man. I miss you like a motherfucker, bro. I miss you like a motherfucker, man. I mean, he ain't dead. He just locked up. I miss my nigga, man. Every time my little nigga get locked up, man, he'll get out. Give me a second. Let me get this shit out. He'd get out and me and my little nigga be rocking like he ain't never was locked up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get back to this story. Give me a second, let me get this shit out of here. Give me 1 second, man. I'm gonna get back to this story. All right, give me 1 second. Let me back this hoe up. Now see, rip on no goddamn YouTube money. I make money. I gotta jizz out. Don't trip on no motherfucking money. I don't trip on nobody giving me no motherfucking money. I don't ask y'all to cash at me nothing because I'm real about everything I do. You know, some people like they will say, well, it's just support. Well, I don't call it support when you asking people, you keep telling people to hit your cash app, or I ain't about to keep talking because these likes ain't what they supposed to be, or oh man, we ain't got nothing but $80 on the screen. I mean, listen, conversation shouldn't be sold. You know what I'm saying? Conversation is having conversation is not a business. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, I'm not about to pay a person for conversation. If you spark up that motherfucker live and I tune in, I'm not paying you for no motherfucking conversation. Listen, for one, I don't know, I'm gonna get back to where I was at with that too. For one, the conversation that we're having, I don't even know if it's true, or that you're giving us, the information that you're giving us, I don't even know if it's true. So why should I pay for it? But to each his own. Everybody's entitled to do whatever the fuck they want to with their money. I can't stop none of y'all from throwing y'all money away. That's, people throw their money away every day. But I'm not gonna pressure people of giving their money up, like panhandling online. I'm not gonna pressure nobody to send no money. So what I was saying about my younger days, and when I say people want to be accepted, people do things to be accepted. And this is where I get in with that. When I was talking about the story with my little brother LB, you know, I stole a gun from him. We was young. I stole a gun from him. He still was in the hood. There's two things I stole a gun for. I stole a gun because I was trying to protect myself because I was moving to a different area. And then two, that's my little brother, and I didn't want to see him in the predicament that he's in right now. Locked up. So in anything I'm saying about that, it's like, I kind of see why Rain took the gun out the vehicle. If Rain took the gun out the vehicle. But I got another delivery to do real quick. This gonna be a long, this part 4. It's gonna be long, but we getting up out of here. Let me get this delivery out, and we're gonna get right back at it. I just... Well, some people say, hey, man, I'm still good, though.